The Gatorade Cup Series hits up Phoenix, Arizona for the 6th stop on the chase for the Gatorade Cup. We are here at the Phoenix International Raceway for the Subway 500, our 6th of 12 chase races on the season. Griffin Lynn, the 7, has the pole for today's race. 2's outside is the 78 of Jay Jefferson. Then Mathis Wells in 3rd, 4th is TJ Hanley. Rounding out the top 5 is Ryan Taylor. In 6th, we have Roberto Rivera. 7th place is Danny Lloyd. 8th is Levi Shones. 9th is Pena Salada and Alexander Rowe. Round out our top 10. The rest of the field is Nathan Stapleton to his inside, Albert Galloway. Then there's Carter Friesen and Zachary Fitzwater Sr., along with Diego Yepez and Jacob Davison carrying the Subway colors for the Subway sponsored race. Then we have Joe Jefferson and Luke Rainey, along with Jeff Wright and Keegan Thompson. Then there's Jake Galloway and Dale Lightning. Anthony Hernandez with Steve Larker. Then we have Justin Lightning and Trip McGinnis. Lawrence Palampan with Code Luigi. Then Stephen Taylor, who is our points leader coming into the race. He's looking for the Phoenix Sweep as well today, but starting on the outside. Not a good place to start. Patrick Smith to his inside. Then there's John Beefer and Max Anderson. Sebastian Kukulon with Greg Torres. And there's Josh Crash and Tim Gary, Derek Hamill with Anthony Travois, Adam McDowell and Charles Roberts, and in the final row landlines with the 31-2's outside the 88 of Eli Bright. So there's our 40-car field for the Subway 500, our 6th chase race of the season. Let's get going. Starting command coming up.
Drivers, start your engines!
And the field of 42 firing their engines up as we get ready to go racing in the Arizona desert at Phoenix for 47 laps. This 1-mile flat oval is host to the 6th chase race of the Gatorade Cup Series season. Coming into this race, Stephen Taylor, who is looking for the Phoenix sweep entering this race, has a 4-point gap over a tie for second between Max Anderson and Lawrence Palampan. Then Jacob Davidson is 6 points back, with Penny Salada 7 points back. Trip McGinnis is 9 points back and a lot of 11 points back. Cole Luigi is tied with Patrick Smith and Josh Crash in that category. 47 laps, Griffin on pole, Jay Jefferson to his outside. We are green at Phoenix. Alrighty, some contact made at the front. Griffin Lynn, the 7, leads lap number 1 from the pole, but Mathis Wells in the 18 to his inside will take that position away as they come off the corner and down the backstretch. Wells in the 18 to the lead. He clears Griffin Lynn, who gets in line second. TJ in the A2 is through to third. Second and third right now, the last 2 champions of the Gatorade Cup Series. Danny Lloyd trying to chase at the 56 to the inside. They come off corner number 4. Side by side for third. The front 2 pull away. Danny Lloyd trying to get to TJ Hanley to turn 1. Has the inside lane. Lynn right back onto the 18 of Mathis Wells. Looking to the inside of turn 2. He has a little bit of a nose down there, down the dog leg. They go side by side for the lead down the dog leg. Griffin Lynn the inside lane. Mathis Wells the outside. To turn 3. The 7 buries it down to the bottom lane through 3 and 4. Inside working for Griffin Lynn. Pulls there back out front. 7 to the lead. Danny Lloyd still cannot complete the pass at TJ Hanley. Hanley getting the great run off the top side on both ends of the racetrack. Now Danny Lloyd using the bottom lane again through 1 and 2. Gets up even with the A2 but no further. And now they race side by side once again down the backstretch. Still no one gaining the advantage in this battle for third. Wells to the back bumper. Griffin moves him up the racetrack to the inside for the 18. Lloyd again cannot complete the pass as they come down the front stretch. Hanley's doing a great job on the outside. Lloyd doing a good job on the inside. And this time the 56 Mike M. As the 77 got to the A2, maybe slowed Hanley down. Lloyd grabs third away as he clears down the backstretch. So Danny Lloyd at the third as well as continuing to pressure Griffin Lynn for the lead. And Salada now for 4th on Hanley. One of our chasers, Pena Salada, coming forward, mentioned 7 points out of the points lead. And with Taylor, Anderson, Palampan having bad starting positions, Salada could gain a ton of points. Here, this is a big race for that 77. Along with the 99, Jacob Davidson, he's only 6 points back. Here comes that Subway sponsored car, the Subway 500. He's up inside the top 10 now, up to 8. So the 99 looking pretty fast so far. Looking pretty sporty here at the beginning of this race. Wells to the inside through 3 and 4. Griffin left the racetrack. Wells to the inside. Those two once again battle side by side. Lynn with the top side run will get clear to turn 1. Yeah, but the 18 bears it back down to the bottom lane through 1 and 2. Mathis Wells the 18. Trying to grab that race lead away. And Danny Lloyd in third is looking, wondering where he's going to go. Is he going to help his Toyota teammate? Mathis Wells down low. 56 stays high, the 18 to the bottom still. They race through 3 and 4. The 7, a great job on the outside. He's getting it clear this time down the front stretch. So Griffin Lynn clears, he's back to the race lead. Danny Lloyd gets the second to start finish line with the run up the top side. Wells bears it back to the bottom lane, trying to complete that pass. Back here, almost 3 wide. Fitzwater, the 47, messed up 1 and 2. A lot slot, almost get to the bottom, and Jay Jefferson going to try to take advantage, get 2 for 1. The 78 coming forward. Jay Jefferson, pretty fast at this point in the race. And Mathis Wells back to the lead. Jefferson for a top 5 on Fitzwater. As Mathis Wells, a great 3 and 4 finish on the bottom lane, he leads lap number 8 of the event. And Danny Lloyd, the 56, to the inside, the 7 of Griffin Lynn, pushing up into him. Way up the track for the 7 of Lynn. And Danny Lloyd edges ahead down the dog leg. Jay Jefferson up to 4th, the 78, one of our chasers. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. battling with Luke Rainey in the 2, as the 2 starting to come forward to push from TJ handling the A2. Some great racing here at the front, as Jay Jefferson can move his way to 3rd as he gets by Griffin Lynn. Danny Lloyd, the 56, now trying to run down Toyota teammate Mathis Wells to turn 1. Wells doing a great job. Lloyd cannot get close enough to make the move. Jay Jefferson is going to clear for 3rd down the dog leg. Opens up a battle for 4th. Lynn, our pulsator, falling back with Luke Rainey, the 2 to his inside. Luke, a big dive on through 3 and 4, trying to get to the inside of the 78, Jay Jefferson. He has the nose. And down the front stretch they come. Jay Jefferson trying to complete the pass on Luke Rainey to get back to 3rd, but Luke, the inside lane through 1 and 2. And now for the lead, Danny Lloyd onto the 18, Mathis Wells, backs off there, gets a little tight in the dirty air. Luke Rainey, the 2, the inside lane. Working for him as he enters turn 3. He's going to clear Jay Jefferson on the dive bomb to turn 3. Luke Rainey to 3rd now. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. coming for 4th. Up the racetrack for the 2 of Luke Rainey, almost into the wall. He keeps the 3rd position for now to turn 1. But Fitzwater, the inside lane for him, working well. Here comes the 47 for 3rd. Mathis Wells just out front controlling right now, doing a great job out front. They're single file in the front, I would say about 10. Maybe these drivers just trying to cool their stuff down, knowing there's still a lot of racing left. Tires get pretty hot here in the Arizona sun. Maybe these drivers just trying to play it a little patient here. Get the cars through the field. Maybe, we've seen drivers start to come forward. Just going to wonder if they're pushing too hard at this point in time, if they're using their stuff up as of now. Like we see Max Harrison, he's moved his way up inside the top 10. Either that car's handling very, very well, or he's pushing really, really hard. If the 98 Max Harrison, if he's pushing hard, those tires are going to wear out faster. He could start falling through the field if he's not careful. 3 wide further back, Slot to the inside, McGinnis to the outside, Hanley in the middle. And now the front 2 pole weights, Mathis Wells and Zachary Fitzwater Sr. leading the field 1 and 2. The battle for 3rd, Griffin Lynn trying to regain the ground he lost. He's back up to 3rd from the pole. Jay Jefferson on the inside lane, the 78 coming forward. And to turn 3. So the battle for the lead has calmed down. I want to take a quick update on where our pointer Stephen Taylor is at, and it is not good for that 20. Mired back in the 37th position. And right now the chaser's behind him. The 43 of Josh Crack. Right now, Stephen Taylor only gained 2 points with Max Harrison up there battling inside the top 10. It's going to be a struggling day for that 20 as of now. We'll look for that 24, Lawrence Palapon. He's tied for 2nd with Max Harrison. He's making his way through the field, just got by Jacob Davidson to get to 16th. So the 24 starting to come forward, Lawrence Palapon doing a good job. As Max Harrison is right now up inside the top 10, battling for a top 5 spots. For the lead, Fitzwater to the inside, Wells to turn 1. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. completes the pass through 1, 2, 47 now out front, over the 18, Mathis Wells. And Jay Jefferson, outside pulsator up to 3rd, with Griffin Lynn back to 4th. Hanley is 5th as Jefferson, the 78, good dive bomb through 3 and 4. Gets to the inside the 18, Mathis Wells. Way up the track for Griffin Lynn, almost in the outside wall. Jay Jefferson grabs 2nd to start finish line. Lynn, Hanley complete the top 5. And tripping is 6th. Luke Rainey 7th. Levi Shones up to 8th. Max Harrison currently scored 10th. Behind him is Peninsula, Patrick Smith, 2 chasers. In front of the 98 in terms of chasers is the 19 and the 78. And that's it. 30 to go this time by in the Subway 500. Leading it is the 47 Zachary Fitzwater Sr. Jay Jefferson, one of our chasers, trying to continue his hot streak that he has going with a great finish at Hillside, looking to get another great finish here at Phoenix. It would definitely move him up in the points. Jefferson looking to get a top 2 finish out of the day right now. Currently scored 2nd. Mathis Wells looking for his first Gatorade Cup Series win. Currently scoring 3rd in the battle for 4th. 2 champions of the Gatorade Cup Series. Hanley, the Season 7 champion. Griffin Lynn, the Season 6 champion. They battle for 4th here at the start-finish line. And then the outside lane for him, he's going to get clear to turn 1. Hanley back to the bottom through 1 and 2. Wells back to the inside, the 78 for 2nd. Got a good run through 1 and 2. Got the nose. They race side by side to turn 3. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. loving what he's seeing as they battle side by side for a second. It's just slowing each other down, allowing that 47 to pull away and gain time, put distance on the field. Great entrance, or great exit to the corner for Jay Jefferson, but the entrance to turn 1 for Matthew Wilson on the bottom lane is just so superior as he's going to grab easily the second position. Hanley's going to grab 4th at the dog leg. And here comes Max Anderson at 98. Moving forward, trying to get by Chaser Trip McGinnis for a point. He does that. Now to the inside, TJ Hanley, a big dive bomb through 3 and 4, 8 up the racetrack, trying to carry the momentum. Down the front stretch, Anderson, a great quarter there for him. He's going to look to move his way up to 4th through 1 and 2. And now we have 27 to go. Time running out for these drivers. We've not had a caution flag as of yet. Will that change, or will we go caution-free to the end and just finish this race out like it will start under the green flag conditions? Anderson to the inside, the 78, Jay Jefferson. That is another point, and that would be 12 points that he would gain on the day. He'll get by Jay Jefferson for 3rd down the front stretch. Max Anderson now is going to gain the most points out of anyone here today. The big news of that is he is 2nd in points coming into the race, only 4 points behind Steven Taylor, who is mired further back in the field. How about Fitzwater? He has pulled away. Wells can't get close enough to him. And they have Max Anderson 3rd, Trip McGinnis 4th, and TJ Hanley for 5th on Jay Jefferson. And there's some good battles. Right now, that battle for the lead is no contest. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is just controlling this lead right now out front and trying to pull away from Matthew Wells. He's doing a great job of it. He has a nice gap. It's probably about a second. Back to that. Number 18 is about half a second. But it almost seems like it's opening up every time by. That 47 is pretty fast right now in this race. Trip McGinnis 4th. TJ Hanley, Levi Shones, Jay Jefferson. That is 3 wily veterans in the Gatorade Cup Series. Hanley, his 8th season in the Cup Series. Jay Jefferson has missed he's raced in all but 1 season. Levi Shones, another big veteran in the Gatorade Cup Series. Those 3 battling for a spot inside the top 5. Hanley going to grab it from Jefferson. Levi Shones grabs a spot from Jefferson as well. To move to 17, 1 spot further forward as he's looking to the inside. TJ Hanley now for a spot inside the top 5. Max Anderson pressuring Mathis Wells to try and get to 2nd. To turn 1 the inside lane for the 98. I think this could be no contest. The 18 may have worn his stuff out. That might be why he's not really gaining on the 47. Wells could have cooked the tires up. And Max Anderson moves around to grab 2nd. Mathis Wells back to 3rd and now has Trip McGinnis all over him. The 19 wants to get by this 18 badly because that is a point in front with the 98 Max Anderson pulling away. Hanley up against the wall. Levi Shones grabs 5th at the start-finish line. So Shones coming forward to 17. Maybe saved his stuff for later in the run. Now McGinnis for 3rd on Mathis Wells as they come down the dog leg. Jay Jefferson, the 78, starting to fade back on the outside. Danny Lloyd Patrick Smith to his inside for a spot. McGinnis going to grab 3rd through 3 and 4. So the 19 moves by the 18 to grab 3rd away. He slides up in front of him. Steven Taylor once again want to check where he is, and he has not made any progress. In fact, he's lost ground. Back in 39th. Maybe 38th now, so he's just gotten around a driver. But now Josh Crash is in front of him. So Steven Taylor has actually lost a position to the 43 Josh Crash and lost 8 points. Another chaser's having good days. The 9 of Charles Robert, the 43's teammate. The 21 Sebastian Kukulon back here. See the 42 of Cole Luigi trying to get by his teammate. He's not having a great day. Jacob Davidson's fallen back just inside the top 20 now. That 99 was battling up inside the top 10 earlier on. Lawrence Palampon is stabilized in 16th. He's not made any ground. Salah back to 14th as Steve Larker gets by him. Jay Jefferson back to 9th. Back to 10th now as Patrick Smith gets by him. And you look up here. The 19, the 98 are 3rd and 2nd. For the lead, though, Anderson has closed in on Fitzwater, run him down, and the 98 challenging for the lead to turn 1. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. the leader. Max Anderson looking to the inside through 1 and 2. Got a good run that time to the back of the 47. Here they are down the dog leg, looking to the inside. Max Anderson, the inside, Zachary Fitzwater Sr. as they enter turn 3. They go through 3 and 4. Max Anderson, tight down low. Fitzwater trying to get the run off the top side. The 47 leads left. They have 18 to go. And that 98 trying to complete the pass right here through 1 and 2. I believe he can pull up in front of that 47 now. Max Anderson, the 98, out front now in the Subway 500. Fitzwater fighting back in the outside. But Max Anderson clears through 3 and 4, so the 98 out front. Fitzwater back to 2nd. 3rd is Trip McGinnis, Mathis Wells, and Levi Shones. 4th and 5th. And McGinnis now closing in because of the battle. How about this? 17, 18, 19 in backwards order. Running 5th through 3rd. Now can Fitzwater get the run onto the 98 back, or has the 47 used up his stuff like the 18 Mathis Wells has? Well, they have less than 20 to go at this point. There's still a lot of racing left, even though it doesn't really seem like it. We have under 20 laps to go. This could, if you're still not saving your stuff, you could start fading back like the 98 Max Anderson. He came from the back to the front so fast. The question is, has he used up his stuff doing it? Is he gonna, reap the losses later in this race? We're coming to 15 to go. Fitzwater back on the 98 for the lead. They come down the front stretch. Anderson leads. Fitzwater's back. 15 to go in the Subway 500. Two-car race at the front. 47 a little lower through 1 and 2. Didn't really gain that much. But Shones, he's coming fast as well. If he can get up by that 19 of Trent McGinnis, I would watch for that 17 Shones try and close down the front two. That 17 looking pretty fast right now. Fitzwater just following that 98 in the tire tracks. Looking to try and see where he is the weakest. McGinnis was in a four-wheeled slide off turn 4, almost up into the wall. 19 saved the car, but McGinnis struggling right now with these worn tires. And you can see the struggle with these worn tires just because of how spread out the field is. As for the lead, Fitzwater back to the inside Max Anderson. He's coming down the pit lane, I think, so we will have pit stops. Fitzwater going to be the first to hit pit road, and what we have seen in the past, being the first to hit pit road, is not a good thing. Normally the people who stay out longer are in better shape. So pit stops late with 13 to go. Max Anderson has stayed out to keep the race lead. Levi Schultz to stay out the 17. Will that work for them? Will it be an advantage? Will it be a disadvantage? We'll find out after pit cycles. 98 yielding to come in this time. Shones will as well. Danny Lloyd, does he decide to come in? Looks like he will. Does anyone decide to stay out an extra lap? The 1, the 9 will stay out. Dale Letting has nothing to lose. Charles Harvard needs the points. Ryan Taylor's down the racetrack. And the 09. Now the question is, if these drivers take tires or fuel only, that's how, it'll be decided. Look at that big battle here. Now we come up onto cars exiting pit road. Watch McGinnis. These drivers are going to have to get down pit road at some point. The 9 going to yield this time. But Dale Letting stuck on the outside. He'll stay out another lap. This could be bad for the 1, or it could be good for the 1. Dale Letting staying on the racetrack. The 1, I believe, is the only one that's down the racetrack. There's no one behind him. So Dale Letting will be come down, we presume, this time by. Levi Schultz has beat Max Harrison off the pit lane. Fitzwater on the 47 is there as well. Dale Letting decides to yield this time, coming to 10 to go. The 1 will hit the pits. The 98 and the 19 are bound for a spot right now. That's a chase point as well. McGinnis on the outside. Great run. The 98 moves up the corner. He's going to get clear. McGinnis grabs the spot for Max Anderson. That's what we presume to be third, as Levi Schultz leads in the 17. And no one's really near right now. The 17 should be our race there, coming to 10 to go. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. the run in second. Trent McGinnis gaining in third. We talked about how pitting a lap sooner may not be the best benefit. We saw that. Levi Schultz came down with Max Harrison a lap later. It hurt Max Harrison. It helped Levi Schultz. But now the 47 Fitzwater's there. Wearing in the tires a little bit better to his inside of the 17. Down the dog leg. They go side by side. Inside the final 10 laps in the Subway 500. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. to lead. The 47 was dominated today. He's back out front. Trent McGinnis trying to get second from Schultz. The 17 powers off the top side to get back clear. 19 coming back to the inside through 1 and 2. McGinnis is there. Tight. Mathis Wells is in 5th. He's run down the 98 of Max Anderson. How about Patrick Smith up to 6th? Griffin Lynn 7th. Danny Lloyd 8th. Steve Larker and TJ Handler the front 10. Jay Jefferson's 11th. Salado Robert 12th and 13th. Look back here to see more changes. Lawrence Poundpond is 18th. You look even further back, Jacob Davison right here trying to battle up inside the top 25. Josh Crash has found his way inside the top 30. Luigi has lost some ground. Luke Rainey has lost a ton of ground on pit cycles. Kukulon's 33rd. And Steven Taylor is nowhere, 38th for the 20. And we get 1 point out of the day. That is our points that are coming into the race. Coming to 7 to go. 5-car race at the front. Zachary Fitzwater Sr., Trent McGinnis, Levi Schultz, Mathis Wells, Max Anderson. They have 7 laps to get to the 47 and buy him. Now something interesting about Schultz, his car was not going the short run. Remember, he fell back a little bit on the outside. This is what we're seeing right now. He's holding up Mathis Wells. Wells was better in the shorter run. And this is what we have to the finish. The short run here comes McGinnis for the lead. Side by side for the lead of Phoenix with 6 to go. McGinnis enters at the start-finish line. Schoen's trying to hold third to fend off Wells and get up to this front two battle. Fitzwater is cleared in second. McGinnis to the lead. Now for fourth, Anderson on Mathis Wells. Anderson wants to get up. He sees McGinnis to the lead. He wants to get up and get to that 19. That is a point up there. Every point matters under this system. He's gone for third. A big run underneath Levi Schoen's. 5 to go this time by yellow flag went under at Phoenix. They battle for third between the front two as they pull away. Now Schoen's losing all the ground he gained. Mathis Wells moved to the inside to grab fourth away. But now to battle. McGinnis, Fitzwater are 1 and 2. Mano y mano. Come to 4 to go. Can McGinnis get enough points to close in on the points leader? Can Max Harrison get a perfect day and take over the points? He will no matter what, I believe, at this point. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. looking for a second Gatorade Cup Series win in his career. It'd be his second of this season. And then Mathis Wells in third, looking for his first Gatorade Cup Series win. He has 3.5 laps to get by the 98 and get up to the front two. Just don't see it happening for anyone behind Fitzwater. The 18 a good run through 3 and 4. He has to get clear of the 98. He does easily. So Wells a good corner there for the 18. But the 98 looking for the crossover down the front stretch. As they fool around for third, the front two loving it. They're trying to pull away. They see 2 to go this time by. Lap traffic is ahead. Looks like Oliver Gow with the 83 is slower for whatever reason. There he just came off the pit lane. He looks to be fine now. It'll be interesting to see, though, if he holds someone up. Max Anderson back for third on Mathis Wells. As Levi Schoen's falls into the clutches of Griffin and Patrick Smith. Trip McGinnis sees 2 to go for the 19. No one near. Fitzwater is not closing in at all. 19, great laps for him. Down the backstretch. Lap and a half to this time by. For the final time through 3. They come off the corner. White flag in the air. Last lap at Phoenix, and Trip McGinnis is in control. Fitzwater not close enough as they go through 1 and 2. It would take a miraculous dive out of the 47 through 3 and 4 to even have a shot. Backstretch foul time, turn 3 foul time for the 19. Trip McGinnis plays the pit strategy right. He goes through 3 and 4. Out front, no contest. Checkered flag in the air. Chaser Trip McGinnis scores one in the desert. Great run for the 19 team and Trip McGinnis. A great car, a great run, and a great points day. He was 9 points back of Steven Taylor coming into the race. He will leapfrog Taylor in points, but Max Anderson definitely is going to take over the points with a great second place chase finish for him here today. Let's go see the finishing results. Here are the finishing results from the Subway 500 at the Phoenix International Raceway. No caution flags, surprisingly. We usually see a caution or 2 during this race, but 8 lead changes among 6 different drivers. It was Trip McGinnis, one of our chasers, scoring here in the deserts. He wins, leading 7 laps. Zachary Fitzwater Sr. is definitely dominant here today. He ends up second, 18 laps led for him. Max Anderson had great points today to take over the points in third. Mathis Wells, he led 8 laps in fourth. And Griffin Lynn from the pole, 6 laps led inside the top 5 for him. Levi Schoen's once again very close to that 10th Gatorade Cup Series win. He just didn't have the car there in the short run at the end. Patrick Smith 7th, Danny Lloyd, Steve Larker, and TJ Hanley rounded the positions inside the top 10. So looking down 11th to 20th, Jay Jefferson 11th. How about Charles Robert? A great day out of the 9. It's not a great points day, but it was a great day out of the 9. They were running back in the 30s, the late 20s, all raced along, and he comes up at the end to finish 12th due to the pit strategy that happened there. Great day for the 9 team after starting 39th. Slide down to 14th. We see Pound Pond 17th, not too bad considering he started 20th on the outside. Jacob Davidson has to be the most heartbroken. It looked like he had a faster car earlier in the run, fell to 20th and never could recover. Looked like his car is better on the shorter run. As we looked here, Josh Crash 25th, considering the day he had. I mean, that was pretty normal for that 43 here today. Kukulon 27th, Code Luigi 31st. Did not have the speed here at all today. And then Steven Taylor, talk about no speed, 38th for the 20 team. Remember, they won at Phoenix earlier in the season. So they could have used the same setup, or the same notes at least, to try and see if their car would have been good. But the 20 team did not have a great day at all, and they're going to lose the points lead. But what this has done, as we look at the right side, it has changed the points drastically. Max Anderson is our points leader in the 98. He has a 4-point gap over Trip McGinnis as the 19 moves up to second. And then 5 back is Lawrence Pound Pond, the 24. We look at 6 back, Steven Taylor. 7 back is Pena Salata. 8 back is Jacob Davidson along with Patrick Smith. They're right now tied. And then you look down like Charles Robert. He has a good ways to go. He has 12 points, so he's over a full race back. Josh Crash, he has 35 points, so he's a good ways back as well. He's 14 points behind our points leader, Max Anderson. Drivers like Jay Jefferson, he's come out of nowhere. He's gotten a few good point states, but he's still 15 points back. Cole Luigi is 16 points back. I mean, those drivers, they got to know that they are in a deep hole. They need the drivers at the top of the points list to definitely fade in this final half of the chase. We are 6 chase races down. We have 6 chase races to go. And we'll kick off the second half of the chase. As we stay out west, we go to Auto Club for the Sony 500. I will see you guys then.